Encouraged to speak at the microphone. Right here. It didn't say in the microphone, it said at the microphone, John.
Okay, Papa. Don't be so technical.
I feel like I know a few of you, but I wish we'd had the name tags on. It'd been easier to recognize. Now, I heard James, I heard him. But anyway, it's good to see all of you people. And like I say, I hardly ever say anything incorrectly. Isn't that right?
That's right.
See there? Yeah. But anyway, I like to have a good time. And I was going to say I want to congratulate John. It is wonderful to have a grandson that is a real strong Christian and one that has accelerated in many areas in his life. And I want to commend him for what he has done, and I know that he will continue. But I do think you ought to be more like me, John.
I think I already am like you.
Well, I hardly ever say anything incorrect.
I think you just said that already.
I'm sure I'm getting a lot of funny looks. Turn around, Cheryl. Well, anyway, you all have a good time, and Bob is laughing back there. I don't know about LaRue. But anyway, I feel like I've known some of you, but it seems like we all change as we get older. I feel like an old 34 Ford. Anyway, we got to keep on going.
John, this is for you. When John came to my house as a tiny, tiny baby, he would always stiffen up his legs and his arms in the high chair, and he would shake his head like this, and he didn't want to eat. But then he'd settle down and he'd eat his food. And one time when his mom and dad brought him over, I asked Melanie, can he walk yet? And she said no. They hadn't been gone 5 minutes. He let go of the table and he was walking. So John, you walked every year after that into the right path. You walked in the path of God and his footsteps, and he'll never leave you. And from this day forward, he'll never leave you. And I'm very proud to say that you're my godson. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to read part of the places we'll go today. Let's go, Sam.
Hello. Okay, if y'all don't know me, I'm John's buddy Sam. I've known John since 7th grade, but he just informed me he hasn't ever read the book "Oh, the Places You'll Go." So I'm
guess way to embarrass me, Sam.
That. Yep, you should be embarrassed. Okay. Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you'll say, I don't wish to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down a not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things happen and frequently do. To people as brainy and footsie as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. And that's all that's on here. But, so, yeah, you should read that book, you know. Yeah.
Same one thing about you. You always love to put me on the spot, don't you?
Of course. Yeah.
That's what defines you.
It's easy to do. So I guess I'm going to tell a story really quick. Like I said, I've known John since 7th grade, right? Yeah, and so we used to go to school here at Crossings together, and we weren't too close at the during 7th grade, but when we got into 8th grade, we were one of 3 boys in our class, and so we kind of bonded, and we took a trip one summer, or it was winter, to a campsite up north called New Life Ranch, and basically it was like a 3-day trip where they just did team leadership building stuff, and they had the genius idea of making us canoe like 10 miles in one day, which was horrific, but so anyways, me and John got paired up to run a canoe, and we were still close, but it wasn't, he wasn't like exactly my first, I don't think we were each other's first paid partners. And so, but about 30 minutes in, within the first mile, we managed to somehow tip the canoe and fall into this was in the middle of September on the Illinois River, so it was pretty cold, yeah. And anyways, so that was one venture we had there, and then I think it may have been the previous year, we had to start a fire with the flint, and well, anyways, me and John had a lot of bonding experiences doing that, and one thing I've always loved about John is that he has kind of brought out the goofball in me, but also has kind of helped motivate me as well by having a little bit of he helps keep me balanced and serious too, and so but I also love that he is always so motivated to do everything at the best of his abilities. And the last story that I have really quick is we were lost in the woods after dark at New Life Ranch one. Yeah, they just did some crazy stuff, asked some crazy things of us. But they took us off the trail, we did a scavenger hunt, and it got dark, and we were trying to find the trail for about 2 hours. And it was me, John, and his dad, and then a bunch of the girls that were in our group, and we couldn't see anything. We had, I think, one flashlight and a huge line of us, and John made sure, because I was a coward, and I didn't like being out past dark, and so we were lost in the woods, and I thought we were gonna get eaten by, the chupacabra or something. I don't know.
Yes, I could call these too.
But anyways, he took my arm and he managed to not make fun of me and help me all the way back until we got to the trail. And so since then we've kind of been, pretty tight. And so, John, I could tell stories about you all day, but.